In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I went from feeling broke and burnt out to making $7,445 within my 4th week, and how you can use it to quit your 9 to 5 so you can earn an income online to gain that time, location, and the financial freedom that you've always been dreaming of. I went from working 2 jobs, working almost 50 hours every single week for $20 an hour, to now helping over 100 clients do the exact same thing. So whether you're an athlete, a uni student, or just working a typical 9 to 5 that you hate, feeling stuck, undervalued, and you're ready to start earning an income online to your potential, you're in the right place. It's exactly how I've helped Riku, a 19-year-old high-level footballer from Sydney, Australia. Riku was working a football coaching job while also chasing his dreams to become a professional footballer. Every single day, Riku felt exhausted, he was tired, he was drained, and he couldn't actually properly rest or recover for his football career. It started to take a toll on his performance on the pitch, and honestly, Riku felt like he was just digging himself into a hole. And now, after joining my program, Riku made $10,000 in a single month with literally 0 previous experience in e-commerce. And it's exactly how I've helped Leo. Leo, working overnight shifts at a casino, left him feeling tired, left him feeling drained, and he was working till 6 a.m. every single day. To now, making $8,600 within a single month, only 60 days into my coaching program. And now, Leo can finally travel all over the world while making an income online, which is what he's been dreaming of forever. Even just like George, who made $6,600 within his first 45 days of working with me while literally traveling Europe at the exact same time. George's goal wasn't to make a crazy amount of money online, but he always wanted that time, location, and the financial freedom to be able to work on his own terms. And Marlene, a 22-year-old babysitter who had inconsistent schedules for her work and was barely scraping by just to cover groceries and rent. Marlene always had that dream to be able to travel overseas, but her job restricted her to a specific location which wouldn't allow her to travel and do what she wants. So Marlene came across my program and managed to make €2,700 in her first month with literally 0 previous experience in e-commerce prior, or any experience working on a laptop, and now Marlene has the location freedom to be able to work on a laptop and travel through Europe. Now, imagine waking up with that freedom to fully be able to control your time, what you do, your income, and your life. No more just living for the weekend, but truly creating a life that you want to be living. So firstly, let's introduce myself. So hi, my name is Takumi. I'm the founder of Easy Etsy, and I've built this program just for beginners to start earning an income online through Etsy dropshipping. But just only 2 years ago, I was working 2 dead-end jobs, one at a bakery and one at a RSL, working overnight shifts, often finishing at 6:30 a.m. just to go to my bakery shift that started at 8 a.m. So some nights I barely even slept. I looked into everything to start earning an income online. SMMA, crypto, Forex, trading, but literally nothing worked for me. After spending countless hours trying new business models, late nights, and even losing multiple tens of thousands of dollars through crypto, I was basically just stuck in the same place with all of my hard-earned money from my job completely gone. So then I finally had enough. I sold my car and I took a loan from my father. So I took the big leap of faith and invested my money into a program that can teach me knowledge and skills. So then I was introduced to Etsy dropshipping. With no previous experience in e-commerce, in my 4th week ever Etsy dropshipping, I managed to do a total of $7,445 to be exact. So I immediately quit both of my jobs, and for the next year, I decided to fully focus on Etsy dropshipping. So later down the line, I achieved incredible results, doing $11,000 in a single day and doing over $100,000 in revenue in a single month. Now, fast forward 2 years later, I actually run my own coaching program to help beginners from step by step, from literally A to Z, on how to do Etsy dropshipping so they can start earning a full-time income online. Now, I'm actually so confident in my offer that if you don't do $5,000 within a single month, within the 90 days of working with me, I will basically send you all of your money back. Now, I'm talking about a 100% risk reversal here. If you don't see results, I literally do not get paid. The risk is all on me. It is that simple. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. How can someone be so confident to be able to offer this money back guarantee? And the answer is results. I've helped over 100 clients, from athletes to uni students to people just working a 9 to 5, replace their job income and start earning an income online. It's exactly how I've helped Kieran, a semi-professional rugby player, but felt stuck outside of his sport, to help him make $4,600 within his first 30 days into my program to be able to work on his own terms. Kieran uses 2 to 4 hours of screen time that he already was spending each day scrolling reels, but actually turned it into income. This allowed Kieran to free up more time and energy to be able to focus on his athletic career, which ultimately allowed Kieran to land a scholarship in the United States for a professional rugby team. So now, let's talk about why Etsy dropshipping works so well. So for years, we've battle tested and found proven strategies to start and scale Etsy stores to that $5, $10, even $20,000 a month. So I can literally hold your hand and guide you through step by step to help you achieve that goal of being able to replace your 9-to-5 job income with very low time commitment. So now, why is Etsy dropshipping such a massive opportunity in the market right now? So if you're unaware, Etsy is a marketplace just like Facebook or Amazon that does $10 billion in revenue every single year, and literally no one is talking about it, which means the competition on Etsy is so much easier compared to other platforms. 80% of Etsy's buyers and sellers are literally just middle-aged mums trying to sell their handmade goods on Etsy. Whereas with a different platform, just like Shopify, you're competing with brands doing millions and millions of dollars every single year. Everyone in the world has heard of Shopify dropshipping, where you spend thousands of dollars on ads before you even make a return. But with Etsy, it's a much easier beginner-friendly business model because you don't need to know how to run paid ads, you don't need much upfront capital, you don't need to build your website. You just list products on your Etsy seller account and you start getting organic sales. So how does Etsy dropshipping actually work? So it all starts with the business owner, and the business owner will create an Etsy buyer account. So after you create your Etsy buyer account, you want to be warming the buyer account for a minimum of 2 days. This consists of browsing around the market, clicking on listings and favoriting items, understanding the Etsy's algorithm and the platform to see what type of products sell on the market. Then you want to be creating your Etsy seller account. After creating your Etsy seller account, you want to be choosing the niche to sell in. So some of the best-selling niches are home decor, garden decor, women's fashion, accessories, digital products. So then you want to be doing product research to find trending or best-selling products to sell on Etsy. So the 3 main different types of product research methods on Etsy is 1, the bestseller method, 2, the review method, and 3, finding the bestsellers on external platforms, for example, AliExpress, Alibaba, and Shein. Then you want to be listing the product to your Etsy seller account. So you have COGS, which is cost of goods plus shipping, which is $25, let's say. You want to be selling the item for around a 3 to 5x margin in return, which means you should be selling the product for around $100 sale price. This would mean that it'll be a 4x margin in return. So then once you list the product, the customer will purchase your item for the retail price of $100. They pay you directly through Etsy, and now you have the customer's order information such as name, address, product details. Then you want to be connecting the Chinese private supplier to fulfill the product, so the supplier will actually ship out the product to the customer's address, while you only have to pay for the initial $25 in COGS, wholesale price for the product that you sold. So now you all may be wondering, how does the fulfillment side of Etsy dropshipping actually work? So step 1, a customer places an order on Etsy and they pay you the retail price of $100. Then step 2, your store sends an order to the private Chinese supplier and they pay for the wholesale price of $25, including shipping. And then step 3, the supplier prepares your customer's order from a Chinese manufacturer. And then step 4, the Chinese manufacturer ships straight to the customer's address without you having to touch the product or deal with the product. So the fulfillment system is completely automated. There's no manual fulfillments and there's no need to touch or deal with the product. So now let's look into the profit margins. So the profit margins, you have the net sale price of $100. Then you have expenses, COGS, cost of goods plus shipping, which is $25. Then you have the transaction fees on Etsy, which is 6.5%, so that's $6.50. The profits is $100 sale price, minus $25 for COGS, minus $6.50 for the Etsy transaction fees, which comes out to a total of $68.50 in profit, which is also a profit margin percentage of 68.5%, which is extremely high and no other platform actually does this as well. So now let's calculate how much you can actually earn per week. So let's say one of your Etsy stores gets 3 sales a day with an AOV, which means average order value of $100. That means in revenue, you're doing $300 per day. Then you have COGS, which means cost of goods plus shipping, which is $75. Then you have Etsy's transaction fees, which is $19.50. Then your total profit comes out to a total of $205 per day, which is a total of $1,438 per week. Now let's say you start horizontally scaling. You have 5 different Etsy stores. All 5 of your Etsy stores gets 3 sales a day with an AOV, average order value, of $100. That means in revenue, you're doing $1,500 per day. Then you have cost of goods, which is $375, transaction fees, which is $97.50, which comes out to a total of $1,027 per day, which is a total of $7,192 per week in straight profit passively. So now you fully understand how Etsy dropshipping actually works. So you know why we can actually offer this guarantee, which is if you don't make $5,000 within a month, within the 90 days of my coaching program, you will get your money back. No hidden fees, no hidden tricks, because this is genuinely how I see it. If someone is teaching a skill set online and they're not confident enough to guarantee the outcome of actually what they're teaching, then they shouldn't be charging for it. And yes, quite frankly, there is a lot of bullshit out there online. However, there are things that actually work, and I don't want that fear and skepticism of all that bullshit actually holding you back from achieving your goals. So that's why we actually offer this in a written contract. So if you don't earn money, you get your money back. No questions asked. Because I've helped over 100 different clients, and I am certain that it can work for you if you put the work in and if you show up. For example, one of my clients, Cody, a 19-year-old who managed to make $5,000 within a single month of joining my program. Before working with me, Cody's life looked a lot different. He was grinding over 60 hours every single week, working 2 jobs, one as a manager at a grocery store and another at a convenience store. He was constantly tired, he was constantly stressed, and he honestly could not see a way out. At first, he was super skeptical. He had never even tried e-commerce before, and he had never even heard of Etsy dropshipping before. The idea of making money online was just too good to be true. But then he came across my Instagram page and he saw the success of all these different clients that were succeeding, and something clicked. He thought, if they could do it, why can't I? Cody took the leap and joined my program. Within 4 days of just opening his Etsy store, he literally made his first sale. And from then on, that moment completely changed his perspective. It showed him that it was real and it was achievable. From then, he went all in, and now Cody makes $5,000 a month. And the best part, he no longer feels trapped from his jobs. He actually has the time, the location, and the financial freedom to be able to do what he loves, to spend time with his loved ones. And now he's already planning trips overseas for next year, which is something that he thought he wouldn't be able to do at just 19 years old. So now you have 2 options. So option number 1 is you try figure out everything on your own with no guidance and trying to watch videos on YouTube. But the secret is, most people actually end up losing the time, the money, and the opportunity costs from trying everything themselves. I'll give you a quick example. One of my clients, Clara, was skeptical of joining my program and procrastinated and decided to think about it for a whole 2 months. She saw the opportunity and the potential of Etsy dropshipping, so she decided to give it a try on her own by watching YouTube videos with no coach or no mentoring. And in those 2 months that she was procrastinating, she didn't really know what she was doing, and she just ended up back in square one. Clara then decided to take that first step and join into my program. And in the first 30 days of our one-on-one mentoring, Clara managed to make $5,000, and also shortly after hitting a record week of $3,000 in a single week. So now let's break down how much Clara lost in opportunity costs from procrastinating. If Clara made $5,000 in her first month and decided to procrastinate for 2 months, that means Clara lost a total of $10,000 in opportunity costs, and also her time and her energy. So option 1, Clara lost $10,000 in her time and her energy with opportunity costs. And option 2 is the option that you have right now in front of you. You click the link below this video and book a call to see if you'll be a good fit for our one-on-one coaching program and start earning $5, $10, even $20,000 a month online using our proven systems and our strategies, which we've helped countless clients do in the past. All of these success stories that you hear from my clients actually only booked this call a couple of months ago. They aren't anyone special. They're not any different from you. All they did was just book a call, because I completely understand how it feels to be burnt out, juggling 2 9-to-5s with uncertainty of where you want to go to be able to achieve your goals. And I wish I had someone to be able to guide me and mentor me through this process, exactly just like this program offers. And that is exactly why I've built this program personally, just to help people like you. So this is your chance. And no, it's not too good to be true. It actually takes effort, consistency, and hard work. But if you're willing to put the work in, and if you're willing to show up every single day, we will make it work inevitably. So if that sounds exactly like you, and you got that drive and that ambition then what are you waiting for? Take that first step, because imagine waking up every single morning with passive income coming in, being able to work wherever you want and however you want. Now, let me ask you this. What would you do with an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a month? Whether it's traveling, quitting your 9 to 5, spending more time with your family and your loved ones. So scroll down below and schedule a free discovery call with me. So let's build a life that you know you are capable of achieving together. I hope to speak to you soon.